Hey guys, it is Friday morning and we are out here dealing with chickens again. Since the time of the last video, there wasn't any audio on it, but the two pictures at the end were from the game camera on Tuesday night where we picked up the raccoon. On Wednesday night, I set up this trap here, which was a live trap. Now this is not the largest size live trap, and it does not have the strongest hinge on the door, which was a concern of mine when I put it out. I spoke to a friend, told him that I didn't think it was going to work, but we picked it up for free, and so I went ahead and used it. But you can see that after the raccoon was caught in here, he managed to pop this off of the door under here, managed to actually bend that on his way out of the cage. It's bent up here a little bit too. Probably can't tell on camera. So then we went ahead and went with one of these here. Is that in camera? Yeah. So this is a dog-proof trap. I will show more of that in a moment. It's on a chain. I then have some metal wire around it, and I just pounded these two T-posts into the ground to give it something to hang on to. I wanted to have the traps right here where the raccoon had been coming in and out of the run. And there is our culprit. Considerably smaller than I anticipated him being. So he's now dispatched. I don't know what kind of footage I have. As I was getting footage of the raccoon, he charged me, and I guess he had gotten the wire completely ripped off of the trap here. He was able to work this off during the period he was trapped, and so when he came at me, he had been weakened from being in there all night, I guess. I kicked him in the face, moved back a couple of feet, and I had a 9mm on me, so that's what we went ahead and dispatched him with. So he is no longer going to be bothering our chickens. Obviously didn't catch any of that on camera. Even if I had, I wouldn't be showing it on the YouTube video. I know certain people don't want to see that kind of thing, and that's fine. You know, he was causing considerable damage around here. Tore a hole through an expensive electric fence, made off with 6 chickens, which are about $15 a piece. So he's definitely done more than $100 worth of damage on our homestead here, and he just had to go. Alright, so when I filmed the first video, we were missing 5 chickens. We still had 4, and the next morning another chicken was gone. And as you can see here where this gate meets, there's a very small hole here. I can put my finger through it, but it's still pretty small. Well, apparently one of the chickens was down here drinking water, and the raccoon was able to reach his hand through there, grab the chicken's head, break its neck, nearly tear its head off. Found the chicken dead inside of the run Wednesday morning. That's what I used to bait the live trap with on Wednesday night. The raccoon obviously broke out of that trap and made off with that chicken. So last night we used the dog safe traps. Okay, well I think that's it for out here. I am going to go inside and reload this trap. I don't believe there were any other raccoons. I've never had evidence of more than one on camera, but it's always possible. So I am going to reset these traps and put them back out again tonight. And I'll show you how we do that as well. Okay guys, I am back inside the house, and I've got my trap here. I rinsed it off in the sink. It was a little muddy and had a little bit of blood on it. And I'm getting ready to show you how it functions and how I go about setting it. So let's get to it. So the way this trap works is there's a trigger on the inside. Obviously you're not going to be able to see down in there with the camera shot. But what happens is if you push against the trigger by sticking a paw down there, it will not set off. You have to actually grab the piece and pull it back towards you before it releases the trap. And in that way it's supposed to be safe for dogs and for the most part cats. The way the trap actually works, there's a very strong hinge here that moves a metal piece on the inside. I'm not sure if that's going to show up, but that's what snaps onto their arm. In order to set this thing, the way I do it is I set it on the table, push it down until I can get vice grips inside of it, then squeeze it shut. They make a special tool that you can use to set this with. I bought this at Bass Pro Shops and they didn't have any of the tool in stock. And I'm glad I didn't buy it because I think this is probably just as easy. I'm going to set this up on its side like this. This trap is now set. And again, going straight in shouldn't set it off. I haven't tried this yet, but let's go ahead and get this wooden skewer here. See just what happens if... Yep, so I'm poking straight down on that trigger and it's not going anywhere. You have to pull behind the trigger and pull it back out, which is why it's perfect for raccoons. They've got thumbs, they'll reach in there, grab a hold, and start trying to get everything out of there. So now what I'm going to do is take some peanut butter and with a knife I'll put that on the bottom side of that trigger so that they really have to mess with it to get that food out, and that's what will trigger it off and catch them. Alright, well I think that's it. I did get a chance when I came in the house to look at the video from outside. The camera was... I wasn't worried about pointing the camera towards the raccoon at the point that I decided to dispatch him when he charged me, when he was no longer attached to the chain on the trap. So I don't have any good footage of that. Sorry about that. And I guess that's about it. Hopefully we're done. Like I said, I'm going to put these traps back out just in case there's other raccoons in the area, and we'll see what we get. I'll let you know. Thanks for watching. I'm Andy.
I'm Tia.
Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to subscribe.
And hit the bell icon to subscribe so that you get notifications when we post new videos.
And don't forget the thumbs up.
Thanks.
Thank you.